How was our earth made? By grace. The jobs of the Greek gods and goddesses are different from the others. Unlike the other gods and goddesses, they watch over the solar system. Their life is full of swish swish when they are at work, because those are the planets down on the solar system. They thought that doing this was just too boring, nothing new, just watching these old planets going around and around. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus. Therefore, Zeus thought of a plan and then held a meeting with the other Greek gods and goddesses. Zeus said in his deep yet smooth voice, "Gods and goddesses, I have an announcement to make. I think that watching over some stupid planet is just too boring. Why don't we make a new one, a brand new start of us all? Of course, and the solar system." There came thunderous applause, and everyone agreed. It was really boring just staring at them. Hera stood up and suggested, "Let's make a new planet then. Each of us shall use our own powers to make Earth a good place to be." After a vote of a few different ideas of the way of making the new planet, Hera's idea was selected, and that's the start of the planet that we're living, the planet we're standing on, Earth.
Okay, I'm gonna read.
They used 7 days to make Earth, and there it was, standing in the third lane of the solar system. Afterwards, Zeus and Hera decorated Olympus for a huge party with balloons, lights, banners, and much more. Soon the other goddesses arrived. They started to play games, dance to music, talk, and ate. In the middle of such fun, Hermes, the messenger of the gods and goddesses, and Zeus' son arrived. He stood in front of his father and whispered something to his ear. Zeus' smile turned into grief and rage. He immediately stepped on a chair and announced in his loud, clear voice, "I'm very sorry to say this to you all, since you are having such a thrilled time, but I must tell you this right now, at once. Our Earth that we have just created has died into a dark, lifeless place, with skeletons and all those awful things. It turns out that it was not a success after all. Everyone became gloomy, but Athena stayed calm. She sat down quietly and thought deeply. Then Athena's eyes lit up, for she had come up with an idea. She stood up brightly. "Hey guys, I have an idea. Since each of us have our powers, why don't we add them into Earth? The meter can start first. You can create human. Then Apollo, Aphrodite, Hera, and I can add love, wisdom, and marriage to them. And the rest of us can make some natural features." Ares said, "Yeah, that's fantastic." Science says, "Should we give some evils to the Greeks as well? They don't deserve everything great and perfect, right?" Zeus answered, "Definitely. Good and bad both. Thank you, Athena, for the great idea. We may start processing tomorrow, 10 a.m. We shall meet in the Factory of Success." Everything went back to where Zeus had left it. Music, laughter, and chatting voices. The next day, as Zeus said, all the gods and goddesses left Mount Olympus and set off to the Factory of Success. The Factory of Success is where everything was made and is the only communication path with the planets in the solar system. Even though there was nothing but 7 bare planets and some stars and constellations in the solar system, but they can talk as well. Any comments and complaints will be heard in the Factory of Success. When everyone arrived, Zeus announced once again, "Please step forward to your place or machine and start creating. Thank you." The meter walked to her station. Sitting on top of it, she waved her hand, smiling and mouthing these words, "Human, land, sky," and slapped her hand together. Looking down to Earth, there were the things the meter spoke. She walked towards Zeus and he escorted her to her seat. Aphrodite, Apollo, and Hera was next. The 3 stepped forward to the machine which is love. They put their hands on top of the machine, fitting and covering the 3 carved handprints. All recited a spell. Immediately, the humans suddenly have love, desire, youth, beauty, and a sense of marriage. Then, as they went to sit down, up came Athena. She stood right down the edge of her station. Looking out the window, she sang a soothed, tranquil song. Slowly, knowledge, information, experience, yet savvy, has been transferred to their mind. The humans have finished. It was time for nature, plant, fire, and sea will be made. Artemis, Hephaestus, and Poseidon hold hands and jump to the board which bounces them up in the ceiling. It took 30 seconds till they landed on the ground. In these 30 seconds, as a group, they presented a fast-paced message to Earth. When they fall down to the ground, nature will arrive to Earth. Of course, humans must face evil too, as Zeus has promised. The three returned to their seats. The last pair was ready. They looked back towards Zeus. He nodded with approval. The pair walked up to Demeter's chair. Each of them used one leg to step on it, and in unison, they performed an evil laugh. War, violence, and death has arrived. They returned with a sly smirk, walking towards their seat. At last, it was Zeus's turn. He stood at Artemis, Hephaestus, and Poseidon's station, mouthing sky beyond, and there was sky for Earth. He stood on top of his own station, yelling thunder, lightning, as the father of the gods, and present everything to nature. Human is approved, and everything will proceed. Have spirits now. Then he stamped his foot 3 times, and everything was processed. He walked proudly towards the other gods and goddesses. With a generous grin, he said, "Thank you, everyone, for helping the Earth become awesome and all. Let's have another party celebrating. Hopefully we won't make the same mistake." Like the last time, the party was held in Mount Olympus. But this time, Hermes the messenger brought in good news, not bad like the last time. He told everyone that the world had become colorful and beautiful. Something has lived upon our Earth, just like the Earth we know now, and the Earth we live in. We really have to thank the gods and goddesses letting us have such great environment now. Therefore, we must protect and should cherish everything we have right now.